Make a homemade lip balm, and we're going to talk about the importance of making your own lip balm, the cost, and what the ingredients embody for the body, and the benefits of those, the medicinal purpose of those. Making your own lip balm is going to let you control the natural ingredients for a healthy lip balm. You get to customize the scent, the texture, the cost, and the production of waste that's in the community. And it's going to be much better than the store bought. In this course, we're going to learn to make your own natural balm. This is going to be a honey balm, a honey lip balm that's used with beeswax, shea butter, coconut oil, and honey. And if you want tint, you can do ground hibiscus. And at the end, you're going to understand both the practical recipe and the cultural and medicinal background of each ingredient. The supplies you're going to need: a measuring cup, preferably glass, because we're going to put all the ingredients in here and we're going to put them in the boiler. Your chapstick tubes, beeswax, coconut oil, your shea butter, and alcohol for sanitation, and honey. I try to make recipes that are very simple, that doesn't take a lot of time and measurement. I do equal parts of everything. The shea butter, coconut, and the beeswax, I do, let's say for instance, a tablespoon of each, and a half of the honey. And gloves, hot water, pot, and all your ingredients ready to go. All the ingredients into the measuring cup, put it in a double boiler, and let them all melt down. I use a wooden spoon or popsicle sticks. They're cheaper. There's no point of spending a bunch of money, and plus I don't like to use a lot of metal. So that's our shea butter. What I want to also explain too, when it comes to like the shea butter, you have the yellow and you have the white. And the difference between those, if you don't already know, is one is refined and one is unrefined. The one that is refined is the more whitish looking color, and it is the one that's more, it goes through a more of a processing, which a lot of times that processing strips the color, takes away a lot of the nutrients out of the butter. However, the yellow is unrefined. It has limited processing, so it is more nurturing. It has more ingredients in it, the natural ingredients of the butter. And like I said, I'm going to put all of these ingredients into the container and put into the double boiler. When it comes to making lip balm, like I said, the process is really simple. If you want a more glossy lip balm, you add more coconut oil. If you want a more firm lip balm, you add more beeswax. I love to use coconut butter because it's more firm, and plus I love the scent of coconut as well. So we're going to add the beeswax in here. I add a little bit more of the beeswax, and like I said, I make it simple. I use a tablespoon of each ingredient, and I put just a little bit more beeswax in it. So when it starts to firm up, it will be a little bit more firmer. I add the honey later after it cools down. I put a half a teaspoon in it because if you put too much, it will leave it really sticky. And plus, you want to get all medicinal purpose out of the honey. So you add it after it's off the boiler. So like I said, I'm going to put this in a double boiler. And while it's melting, occasionally you just stir it up. You can add any more ingredients like vitamin E. Oh, yeah, thank you. You can use like vitamin E to put in there to give it more. You can add like whatever else you want to put in there. Just make sure whatever loose oil that you have that's soft, you want to add an extra of something that's going to firm it. That's coconut butter or beeswax. And why they break down, why it's in a double boil and why it's melting. Like I said, occasionally just stir. I use popsicle stick, just stir it up until it breaks completely down. And why it's doing that, I'm going to give you a little known facts about each ingredient. The shea butter is rich in fatty acid that softens and conditions dry skins, often used for eczema prone and very dry areas. The coconut oil, it helps smooth out and soften skin, and studies have shown a mild microbial activities against bacteria and fungi. The beeswax, of course, is very breathable. It gives a protective barrier and helps lock in moisture, and often used in chapped lips and skin. What's the honey, which is a natural humectant that attracts water to the skin to heal. It has healing properties, microbial properties, medical grade. Broke down the process of how everything is done, waiting on everything to melt. You want to immediately try to fill up as many tubes. If it starts to harden while you're doing it, all you just do is add it back to the water to loosen it up.